Good morning, everyone! Cobalt here. It is Wednesday, and I am proud of myself already for showing up today. I'm wearing my lovely hat. Don't know if it'll be backwards, but it says pancakes on it, and that is something that I am excellent at cooking. That got me through college. Fun fact: my mom ended up getting me this pan when I was in college. I lived away from home that she got at a garage sale that didn't have a flat surface. So for a while, I was making these really cool, what I called gradient pancakes, because they would, cook on one side more than the other side. So, and then it would just be this darker to lighter brown. So, I mean, working with a pan that doesn't have a bottom that's flat gets you to really perfect the pancake making abilities. And with this hat, I'm actually always wearing a hat when I leave, so you're seeing me as if you would see me in the wild. So this is pretty much what I look like. I have one that says pancakes, and I have one that says chicken nuggets on it. So if you know, you know. All right, so let's see. Okay, why I almost didn't show up. Last night, I got into a bit of a black hole, rabbit hole. Any hole works here. That's so bad. Okay. Instead of moment of silence, it's gonna be moment of laughter. Insert here. Okay. I'm definitely keeping that in. Okay, so let me focus. Okay. What was I talking about? Black hole. Yes, I was in a black hole of research last night. And good for the business. Bad for Cobalt on Wednesday, let's say. Okay, so yeah, I was up at 1 a.m. And then at some point I remembered I have to wake up in 4 hours. I need to sleep. So yeah, I finally made it, with my wind down and nighttime routine and everything. So I didn't really get a lot of sleep. I then also had a horror happen this morning. On the days I'm not awake, I think I'm just going to tell stories about all the inconveniences that happen. You guys know I wear glasses, and when I went to go take them off when I was in bed, I have a windowsill behind me, so I usually just put it on the windowsill, and I put it on there. I couldn't really find it, so I just dropped it, and what do you know? It falls between the bed and the wall. I heard it kind of bounce, and I was like, that's gonna be annoying to find in the morning. And usually I feel like when it bounces, it just bounces from the wall under the bed, further under the frame. So anyways, this morning I remembered I can't see and I need to find my glasses. So there I was, shoving my hand through the crevice as anybody does who doesn't want to move furniture, just swatting it around, trying to find, also finding all the gross dust that gets in the crevices, just down the line of the bed. Couldn't find it. I'm I don't have anybody I can be all right, seeing person, help me find this. I can't see. So I decided to move the bed out, and it was such a scene because my bed is a memory foam. It's like quicksand to your body. And then the frame is really heavy, and it was me sinking / trying not to get stuck between the wall and the frame. Also trying to find my glasses. Oh, because I woke up late and my call was starting in 10 minutes, and as I told you guys yesterday, I don't want to be late so that I can still listen to the call and participate. And so I was trying to hurry, and I was like, am I going to have to join this call blind? And what's the vision? I'm good up close, but not far away, whatever that is. So I was like, I'm going to just be on the computer trying to find the password, trying to find the Zoom numbers. I was just thinking about that, and I was like, okay, I have to get it together. So I decided screw this. I'm just going to use all my strength and pull out the bed as far as I can from the wall. Of course, I have other furniture in the room, so the margins were kind of thin. But anyways, hope you're enjoying this really random story. Okay, so again, back on the bed, like, I'm thinking, like, I don't even know where my backup glasses are. Like, I feel like there should be some sort of life alert equivalent for people who are blind and lose their glasses. Like, maybe there's like an Apple thing that's like, I'm over here. Anyways, I almost gave up because I was like, I had like literally 2 minutes till the call started at this point. I had been like searching around, doing my cat stuff. What do you know? They somehow fell and slid sideways against the wall, probably the side of the bed, and then fell in the corner. So that was really annoying, and that's how my day started. Somebody send help. Okay, let's see. What other inconveniences can I share? I'm on one today. Okay, yesterday I had a call with the coach of my group, and he's like such a smart guy, and I am just such a rebel and have a problem with authority. So usually when he suggests things, I'm just like, I don't want to do that. So I'm such a brat. But anyways, what happened was yesterday I was talking about how I've identified kind of a new sourcing opportunity of looking at buy sell trade groups online. And the benefit of that is some of them that are filled with collectors really know their products. People will post on there their like items, be like, is this authentic? People will come on, tell you what to look for, what to not. So it's really helpful in terms of knowing and understanding. You also can hear directly from people what they're looking for. Like so many notifications. So many people are like, oh my gosh, this character is on sale on Amazon. And then like 2 minutes later, it's like, update, it's sold out. I'm just like, oh, I cannot. I was telling you that I was wanting to get out of Disney pens. So I put a lot of them on auction in my store. I was able to sell them. That was really annoying to ship yesterday. My hands were just like this at the end after all of that wrapping of bubble wrap. But I got it done, and I was really glad that I had all of them. Sometimes I worry that I'll lose one, but they were all there. So success. Where was I? Oh, back to what I didn't want to hear. So I made a post in a Disney trading group and was like, hey everyone, I have about 200 Disney pens that I'm looking to sell. If anybody's interested, please feel free to give me a message. And that was because the group doesn't like external links. They actually were a group that like, I think they prefer people to have like photos of the groupings of pins so that people can like do the deal right there on the group page. But because mine are all listed on eBay and they're all now put into an inventory system, like that would just be so time consuming for me to do. So anyways, I made this post, and like one day I had like 30 people reach out. Like, oh, what do you have? Do you have this character? Do you have that? And I just send them all to my eBay store. I'm like, all the ones that I'm wanting to get rid of are on auction. If you want them, I'm happy to give you them at a discount and manually take them off the store because by working with you directly, I have less fees to pay. So that was great. Of the 30 people that reached out, roughly, I had 3 people actually follow through, pay me through Venmo, send it out, and they had multi-orders. So I don't know the exact quantity that I moved with those 3 people, but I know that in a weekend I made around $400 from them. So that was good. Basically just evened out all of the fees I paid eBay for putting them on auction, at least the 200. So paid for that. So then the 40, hopefully you're following. So like it was good. I could probably repeat it, but I was just glad to get a portion gone privately, we should say. So I was telling my coach about this success, being like, oh, look what I learned. And like, I'm glad I have a new sourcing opportunity. And he was like, hold on, you're missing an important part. And basically what he was getting at is I need to keep posting in Facebook groups and not depend on eBay. And I told him like, I don't want to sell Disney pins anymore. Like, I'm over it. I just want to sell plush. And he really encouraged me to think about it in a way that was like, this is not an option. Do you guys have those teachers where they're like, just think about it, food for thought? And then, like, if you actually give them an answer of like, okay, yeah, I'll think about it. Or if you say, I don't know about that, they're like, you're a fool. I mean, he didn't say that directly, but like, that was the vibe. Do this, it will help your business, you will make more money, but it's your business, do what you want. But if you tell me no, I'm going to make an example of you. So I don't really know. I mean, I think I have maybe 200 that are like the higher quality pins that are, you know, maybe limited edition, or newer ones that have like certain characteristics that the community likes. And those, you know, I don't have on auction. So worst comes to worst, if I do actually try the model that he wants me to do, I could just use this money I'm getting for lower end traders to flip them into higher profit ones from my store. And you know, it is kind of sad. I was wanting to get rid of this lovely system I made. This is actually 2 cabinets on top of each other, and see the white, that is as much I've actually filled up. Because they're so small, I can fit 400 per shelf. And every time they sell, or I get, like, for example, I had one person that ordered like 19 pens. So there was a huge gap in the shelves. So I ended up consolidating. I had 4 and then I went down to 3. So it would take me a while to fill up. So something I have to think about. It's always good to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you or have been in business longer than you. It's always also good for some personalities to have somebody to fight with. If you don't like authority, like me. Actually, I don't like debate, but I will fight if you are trying to control what I'm doing. Basically told him to get ready. He was like, do this. And I'm like, eh. And he's like, come on, do it. And then I was like, you'll learn. I still do what I want at the end of the day, but thanks so much for your time, man. That's how we ended it. Call me what I am. It's probably true, but still to be determined. So I got to get it together. Someday I will get it together. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining. If you made it to the end, you are the best. And don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Bye.